How's everybody doing? I heard a podcast this morning that I found it to be kind of interesting. This guy says when it comes time to increase his rents, instead of saying, hey, here's your 5%, 3%, whatever, he's got a different strategy that goes about it, and it leaves everybody being a little bit happier. I'm trying to keep the cat out from in front of the camera in case you're wondering what I'm doing. All right, he's got a strategy that makes everybody feel better, makes the tenant feel better, the landlord feel better, everybody feels better. On a spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, Google Sheets or Excel spreadsheet or whatever, anytime he sees something in the area come up for rent, he writes down the address, details, description of the property, how many bedrooms, how many baths, etc., etc., and what the rent is. He pretty much gets gets all the information right there on the spreadsheet. So now he's got a list of different properties in the area, and they're comps pretty much of what the rent should be or what other properties like it's renting for. And when it's time for him to increase his rent, he goes to the tenant and says, look, this is what other properties in the area are renting for. I've got to increase your rent a little bit. How much do you think you should be paying for rent? And he says 99 times out of 100, the tenant will say, well, based off of this, I think I should be paying this much. And most of the time, it's just a little bit lower than whatever the average is. You get a happier tenant because, well, they pretty much set their own rent. You're happy because you're making a little bit extra money each month because they didn't raise it up a little bit, but it's still below average. But who cares? I mean, if you can keep a tenant in place for 10, 15, 20, or, the length of the mortgage, that if you can keep them in there and they pay the whole mortgage off, that would be the ideal situation. A friend of mine, guy I went to high school with, he just bought his first house, and happy for him, good guy. Let's see, I think he's a year older than me. So let's see, he said that him and his wife have been renting for 19 years. And I was thinking, I do 20-year mortgages, so he would just about have paid off one of my houses if he'd been renting that long. But if you can keep a tenant in there for a long period of time, let them set their own rent, then I think it's worth it. Now, to take a little bit, I'm a little bit less than whatever the comps are. Who cares? If you're $50 shy of a comp and rents increase, mortgages for the most part do not increase. Your mortgage is going to stay the same. So as the rent's increasing, you let them set their own mortgage, let them set their own rent payment, and make you a little money and keep them happy too. All right, anyway, I hope this helps everybody out. Talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, and share.